Listen up, we're about to head into the most dangerous airspace on the planet. This isn't a training exercise. We're heading into the heart of the Reich, 25,000 feet up, where the air is thin and the metal is hot. We're diving into the story of a pilot who turned 1 against 30 into a fair fight. But this story won't start in Europe, but yes, in the Pacific Theater. Take a sit and listen closely. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. James Howard was no rookie. Before arriving in Europe, he was already an ace in the Pacific, flying with the legendary Flying Tigers in China. He learned how to fight outnumbered against the agile Japanese fighters. James Howard wasn't just a pilot, he was a survivor of the CBI, the China-Burma-India Theater. In the humid heat of 1942, the rules of air combat were simple. If you tried to outturn a Japanese Zero, you died. He used the heavy Curtiss P-40 Warhawk like a hammer diving from the sun, striking fast and disappearing before the enemy could react. It was a brutal, high-stakes classroom where the only passing grade was coming home. When he arrived in England to command the 354th Fighter Group, he brought that Pacific edge with him. He wasn't just flying a new plane, he was hunting in a new forest. And soon, the Luftwaffe would learn that the man in the lone Mustang had been fighting at a disadvantage his entire career, and now the odds were finally in his favor. The mission was Oschersleben. On the way back, the main fighter escort scattered to chase interceptors. Howard looked down and saw every bomber pilot's nightmare, an isolated formation of B-17s with about 30 German fighters climbing for the kill.
There's 4 of them, 1 o'clock high.
They're coming around, watch it.
Without waiting for reinforcements, Howard dived. For the next 30 minutes, what the bomber's crews witnessed defied logic. A single Mustang weaving between Messerschmitts and Junkers, attacking from every conceivable angle.
The 10.
Watch it, Chuck. Keep your eyes open.
They're breaking at 11, breaking at 11.
I got him.
He downed the first, then the second. The Germans were confused. They thought they were facing an entire squadron, but it was just Howard. But then, disaster. His machine guns jammed. He was out of ammunition. How do you do when you're unarmed against 20 planes? Howard didn't back down. He continued to dive aggressively at the Germans, using his aircraft as a psychological projectile. He feigned attacks, forcing the Luftwaffe pilots to break formation and abort their bombing runs.
ME-109 at 3 o'clock. Keep after him, Mitchell.
I see him.
When Howard landed, he barely mentioned what happened. But the bomber crews, who returned safely because of him, did not stay silent. They called him the Lone Mustang. James Howard became the only fighter pilot in the European theater to receive the Medal of Honor. A man who proved that sometimes the courage of a single individual is enough to change the course of a battle. Next episode, we will talk about Flight Lieutenant James Nicholson's story. Nicholson was leading a flight of Hurricanes when they were bounced from behind by Messerschmitt ME-109s. His plane was riddled with bullets instantly. Check more on the next episode of Unknown Legends. Please, if you liked the video, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. See you in the next mission.